I'm so excited to see a mega actor that up close. Off to the Globe tonight to see Romeo and Juliet. There were points where he was like jumping off the stage and running through the crowd, and he stood next to me. Hello everybody, it's currently Wednesday. Now I don't normally vlog midweek because I'm at work all week, and 2 of those days are spent at home and 3 are spent working in the office, and obviously I can't really film in the office. But I did go into the office today and it was really nice. Very busy, mostly sat on calls all day, so again, like, even if I tried to vlog it, it would just be me sat at a laptop all day, like, which isn't interesting for anybody to watch. That said, I have decided to pick up my camera today just to give you a little life update, week update, whatever. I'm actually out for dinner tonight with some colleagues, which I'm really looking forward to. I kind of just wanted to sit down and chat. It's been a while since we've just, you know, hello one-to-one. So I just wanted to tell you, yeah, off to dinner tonight with some colleagues, like my housemates and then a couple of other people from work. A lovely little Italian restaurant down the street from where I live. I actually went there with Yija when I first moved here, if you guys recall. I think I vlogged that. If I didn't vlog it, it was definitely on my Instagram. And the food is so good. The menu is huge. They have like pizzas, pastas, like meat dishes. We ordered pizzas each, and then we also ordered a garlic bread for starter, and it was just so much like pizzery doughy stuff. I mean, it was delicious, but the pizzas are huge and it's really affordable, but like the portion sizes are literally massive, so we really didn't need to go for a starter. But I'm so excited for that. Yeah, day in office today, was on calls all day, fairly busy, so looking forward to chilling and just chatting with friends. There was cake in the office for some reason, I have no idea why. But that was pretty good as well. Like, one of my friends texted me like, hey, there's cake in the kitchens downstairs, like, come help yourself. So I came down and like took this piece of cake. So like, congratulations to whoever's birthday, baby, leaving, due it was. I don't know, it could be for anything, but thanks for the cake, it was pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna go freshen up a bit. All my curls have dropped out, so I'm gonna recurl my hair, maybe spray some perfume, try and feel a bit fresher, and then I'm gonna head out and walk to the restaurant. I am all ready to head out, and I finally have an excuse to wear this lovely green winter coat that I got for Christmas, I think last year, or maybe I think I might have bought this for myself in Boxing Day sales or like closing down sales. And how nice is it? It's so comfy and warm, and I don't know, it just looks so chic, doesn't it? I feel very, very autumnal. I wish the camera would pick up the green a little bit better, but I don't know, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very, very ready for the season. From outside, but I think I was mixing up my time in this because on Thursday. I am feeling really sorry for myself. I am quite run down at the minute. Not COVID, I've done multiple tests, not COVID symptoms either. Just tired, run down, a bit exhausted. I think I've just been burning a candle at both ends, getting up early and things for work, then like keeping myself busy on an evening and on weekends, running around to London and Cambridge and all over the place to see friends. And I think I've just burnt out a bit. Like, I knew that I was getting a bit run down throughout the week, so I was testing for COVID, but I knew that's not what it was. I could feel myself getting more and more exhausted, like just in terms of tiredness, and I get like this when I do too much, so I kind of knew it was coming and was trying to avoid it and look after myself, but it's happened. So I've got my hot water bottle and a mug of Lemsip, and hoping I can mend myself because I've got another busy weekend. I was thinking of cancelling plans, like it's more important to look after myself. I'm gonna see how I feel. I figured I'd grab my camera and talk to you guys about it to show you it's not always rosy and I do feel a bit rubbish. Rang my mum and my boyfriend earlier and had a little cry about how I'm feeling a bit tired and just kind of wish I was at home or like an environment I feel more comfortable in, just to like recuperate a bit. I think when you're in an environment that's not so familiar, it's harder to maybe get better and just recover. Gonna try and get an early night. I'm hoping I'll feel better tomorrow because it's payday tomorrow and all of the other grads on my job are doing like a little pub crawl or a little meet up after work, and I really want to go and get stuck in and not. It's hard, like when you're starting in a new job, not to get FOMO, because I don't want to feel left out and see everyone having a good time without me, and I don't want to miss out on the opportunity to make friends, because you're still in that like 1 month into the job phase where everyone's making friends. You just don't want to get left behind. So I'm hoping I'll pick up by then, but obviously won't go if I do get worse, because one, I don't want to make myself worse, and two, I don't want to make anybody else feel rubbish. I mean, I don't think it's anything contagious. I think it's just me running my body down, as I've said. But Friday, tomorrow, yay. Like, looking forward to the weekend, whatever happens, whether I persist with plans and get better or cancel them and stay in, like, is what it is, isn't it? You've got to put yourself first. That's my little nugget of wisdom for this week. Put yourself first, and if that means cancelling plans, that means cancelling plans. You can always reschedule them, but if you keep pushing and pushing and pushing, like, then it's going to be a lot of future plans that get cancelled, because I'm just going to stay sick for longer and it could get a lot worse. So yes, gonna listen to my body, listen to the warning signs, and let's just see how this goes. Happy Friday, everybody. It's another day in office again today. Not in my usual building, I am in a different building, and I think I'm just going to head home at lunch. Sorry if it's a bit noisy, I'm right next to the main road, and just as I started to vlog, all the cars decided to start driving past. As I said last night, I'm feeling a bit under the weather, so definitely don't plan on heading into the office after my first like meeting. Oh, I'm trying to cross the road, but it's so busy. But yeah, I should be coming home. That was really awkward. As I was trying to vlog, there was a woman on the other side of the road walking her dog and staring at me like, why is this girl talking to her phone? So that was a bit embarrassing, but hey ho. So if I seemed a bit distracted at the end of the last clip, it's because one, I was trying to cross the road and it was very busy, and two, I had this woman looking at me like I was crazy. Work is done, I've just had dinner and I've just finished getting ready because I'm now headed off out. I'm feeling a little bit better now, like maybe I just needed some good food. I've been drinking tea all day, taking paracetamol and things. But yeah, feeling better. Just finished getting ready because all of the grads are heading out on like a little, it's not really a pub crawl because I don't think we're going to go to that many pubs, but everyone's calling it a pub crawl. But we're going to go to a couple of pubs tonight and just socialise. It's payday, so we all just want to, I don't know, spend some time together, celebrate that we've been there a month now at our company. I think I'll take it chill, not going to have a mad one because I have been feeling a bit under the weather, but just, it'll be nice just to socialise and be with my other colleagues, especially because there's a couple of people I haven't seen around because we work in different buildings or we work different days of the week, or like come into the office different days of the week. So it'll be nice to catch up with everybody and see some of the familiar faces from the onboarding weeks and things. But yeah, I'm gonna head out now. It is Saturday. Good morning, everybody. I was gonna say I feel really great, and like I do feel in a good mood, and I feel like my cold is lifting, but also big regrets because I said I was just gonna have an easy night. I wasn't gonna drink and I was gonna come back early, and I did have a few glasses of rosé, and I don't normally drink rosé either, so feeling a little bit worse for wear this morning. I didn't like go nuts, but just, you know, when you drink something you wouldn't normally drink, and it, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit off, but not terrible, not really bad. As I said, I'm not really a big drinker, but it was really nice being with all the grads last night, seeing some familiar faces. We went back to somebody's house afterwards, and they had like a DJ in their living room and like a smoke machine and lights on the ceiling, which was really cool. So I had a really nice time, and I was still home like before midnight, so not a wild one. I'm not much of a partier, to be honest, and because I was feeling quite run down, I was like, no, I'm not going to push it. So a couple of glasses of rosé and off to bed, slept really well, and now I feel like okay. I've been up since like quite early, so maybe like, I don't know, 7:30, which is early for a weekend, I think, especially when I went to bed late and I feel a bit rubbish. But I'm really looking forward to today. I have some salted fudge buttermilk pancakes to have for breakfast, so you just nipped out to get blueberries and bananas, and we're gonna have honey on those. And then what am I doing today? I've got quite a busy weekend. I say this every weekend vlog, I've got a busy weekend, but honestly, like, my next free weekend is like end of November, and we're currently at like mid-October. Like, I just keep booking things in, and I don't know how to say no because I don't want to miss out on a good time, and I want to do as much as I can while I'm young and living in London. I just want to like keep rolling with it and doing as much as I can. So maybe I'll get a weekend soon where I can chill, but that is not this weekend. So I'm hopefully going to the theatre with Hannah tonight, Hannah from university. I don't know if you've seen her maybe in Paige's vlogs or not, but yeah, hopefully getting theatre tickets for tonight. And then tomorrow I am meeting up with another friend from university, and then going to see Romeo and Juliet in the Globe with Yija, like Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, which I am so excited for. Massive Shakespeare nerd. You all know I studied English at uni and I love Shakespeare. And this is the final show of final night, so I'm hoping it'll be like the big finale and the best one they've done so far. And it has, you know, is it Alfred Enoch? Is that how you pronounce it? His surname? He's in it, who was in How to Get Away with Murder. If anyone watched that, it's one of my favourite series of all time. And he's playing Romeo, so I'm so excited to see a mega actor that up close. And we got like £5 tickets, because if you choose to stand in the standing area, then you can get really cheap tickets rather than, I think, paying up to like £100 if you want to sit. So that should be good if my legs will hold out for like 2-hour show standing up. And I'm really hoping the rain stays off and that the weather stays good. But that's an overview of the weekend, and I'll take you guys with me. I am all ready to head out now, but before I left, I just wanted to quickly show you my outfit. Whoa, that made it look really bright. The weather's actually pretty grey and grim. It's not as sunny as that room change made it look. But I'll just turn my camera around and show you what I'm wearing. So I got this dress in like a Zara sale. Ignore my socks because I'm about to put some boots on, so I wanted some warm socks on. But I got this in a Zara sale like a few years ago, and this is like the first time I actually got to wear it because I forgot I bought it. It was in the back of my wardrobe. And it's just so cute. It's long sleeve, which I mean, you can't really see because I'm wearing this coat. But, and this is my coat as well that I keep talking about because I love this coat so much. But it's getting so cold with winter in the UK now, but it's not like rainy or freezing or snowy, so I feel like just long sleeve things and like long dresses and like slightly thicker material in general is the way forward. But how cute is this? And I've got this little belt that I wear on lots of different dresses all the time, so I'm just feeling so ready for autumn. I know I keep saying it, but it's my favorite season and I just feel super cute today. You always start all of my vlogs like photobombing behind me. We are just headed back now from, well, we went to this lovely brunch place called, was it Brother Marcus? And I had the sweet potato fritters that had like courgettes and feta in them with a poached egg on top. And then Yija ordered the veggie brunch, which had like pita breads, and that was with the egg as well, and a very strange hash brown, but we like shared. We went 50-50 and it was so tasty. The portions looked quite small, but then when you actually ate them, they were really filling, so I did feel quite full. And then afterwards we went to one of our favourite cafes in Islington called Katsute 100. Yeah. And we got a matcha crepe cake, which was super delicious. we're just heading back to Yija's apartment now, and then Yija, Hannah and I are actually all going to see Anything Goes tonight at the Barbican, so that's really exciting. But we're just gonna freshen up first and then head out, grab a light bite to eat for dinner. I think like bao or something from, like bao's from Chinatown maybe, like our favourite place to go, and then off to see the show. Just got back in from seeing Anything Goes at the Barbican, and it was so good. I will probably end up saying this about every show I go and see, but this was just so funny. I didn't read up on the plot beforehand, so it was really nice not knowing what was going to happen and not knowing what it was about. We had great seats, so the tickets actually normally cost £150 for the area that we were sat in, but we managed to get last minute rush tickets on a deal because we bought them the morning of the show. So it actually cost me £25 for one of the best seats in the house. Unfortunately, Yija, Hannah and I all were separated from one another because you could only get like individual tickets. It was kind of like the spare seats that are left over, and no one really wants to buy a ticket on their own. But in the row just in front of where I was sat, 3 people didn't turn up for their seats, so we realized that during the first half, and we all moved to sit together in the second half, which was really nice. And we were so close up. Like, they're not normally tickets I would have picked because I'd worry that it's too close and I'd be like looking up and straining my neck, but they were perfect seats, and you could see like every little movement, every little facial expression that you would normally miss if you were sat further back. So that really added to the performance. We could see the funny little like eyebrow raise or like pulled face, like, or, you know, funny expression. So that was really cool to see. And there was an amazing tap dance number just before the end of the first half, and I could sort of like see all of their footwork and their dancing, which was just amazing. I'm so glad we went. It was just a great night. I can't rave about it enough. But I'm very tired and a little bit hungry now, so I might make some toast and then get this makeup off and head to bed. But another really good weekend. And yeah, go see Anything Goes. If you can get some last minute tickets or you get a spare minute, go and see it because it is brilliant. It's Sunday morning and we're out bright and early. I say bright and early, it's like 10, it's not super early. But we're heading to a university friend's house for brunch, which I'm really excited for. So she's going to cook us up a vegan brunch, but we're just on the way to buy some fruit now. It's like a thank you and as our contribution to the breakfasty brunchy lunch. So that is the reason we invented the word brunch, so I didn't have to say breakfasty lunch. And then after that we're going to go to a place called Crosstown Donuts. I feel like I've been got by Instagram advertising, but it came up as a sponsored advert on my Instagram, and the donuts look so good that I was like, oh my god, I just need to have some of those and try some. So after brunch we're going to head there and try those, and then, as I've said, off to the Globe tonight to see Romeo and Juliet, which I'm really excited for. And then back to mine, and that's this weekend done. Like, it just flies so quickly when you're busy all the time, doesn't it? every time. We are at the Globe now, just waiting for Romeo and Juliet to start, and I am so excited. We went and got milkshakes from Shake Shack. We got, what was it, lemon meringue pie, and it was so tasty. So we didn't do donuts in the end because we had vegan cupcakes when we went to go see our friend. But yeah, just waiting for the show to start now. It's quite busy. We've got a good spot. I always find, like, we're standing, so standing tickets only cost £5. But we've come to the edge of the sort of like arena standing area because it means you can lean against the wall, because it gets quite tiring standing for 2 hours. So I think we've got pretty prime spots, good spots. Everyone else is like rushed to the front of the stage, but you can see just as well from here, and you have a little leaning ledge, so good all in all, I think. I've just realised I still need to close this week's vlog out. Basically we got back kind of late last night, not super late, about 10:30, but the show finished at 8 o'clock, and then Yidra and I headed to a really good ramen place for dinner. We just needed something like warm and soupy and hot after standing for 2 hours to watch the show, and with it being like an open air theatre, like it is cold, you feel the wind when it gets dark and cold. Like you feel that. It's not like it's an enclosed venue. So afterwards we were like, yeah, we just need some warm, soupy, noodly kind of food. So we went to eat there, and it was really tasty and really affordable. I think it cost me like £10 for a bowl of ramen, which is pretty cheap, like considering London prices as well. And that was really tasty. And then we got the tube and then the train back to where I live. So we got in about 10:30, which isn't super late, but I have an early start on Monday mornings in my job, so I literally just went straight to bed and didn't really tell you about how Romeo and Juliet was because I needed my beauty sleep. But I guess I'll like update you guys now in this little closing part of my vlog. I know I say this about every show I go to, so I'm not going to go like, oh, it was really good. You can assume that I probably found it good because I like any kind of theatre or musicals, or like I love Shakespeare, so obviously I was going to enjoy Romeo and Juliet at the Globe, which is the original theatre that all of Shakespeare's plays were performed in back in the 1600s. But any show I feel like I've seen in the Globe is always a little bit wacky, so yeah, this was definitely not like your traditional Shakespeare play with everybody in their traditional like Jacobean dress and trying to stay really true to script or like time period and era and stuff. At the Globe they tend to do slightly stranger performances that have like a big social commentary, or there's some sort of modern twist or modern element to it, which was really, really brilliant and interesting to watch. So there was a lot of, it wasn't even subtle, there were a lot of overtones to do with mental health and issues facing today's youth, which I just think, you know, they're really using that platform in a good way here. So there's a lot of comments on like gang culture and using that like Montague, Capulet, family duel, family feud as a way of presenting gang culture amongst youths on the stage, which was really cool. And they had like a screen behind that had like statements flash up in red lights to do with depression amongst young people, mental health issues, statistics on suicide. So it was really good that they were trying to raise awareness to that, and then they put like helpline numbers up at the end and said if anyone's been affected by this, you know, these are the necessary numbers to contact. So I think to do such a modern twist on what is quite such an established play was really, really insightful and interesting to see. It was very, very heavy. You know, quite an emotional watch. It's a tragedy. We all know how Romeo and Juliet ends, but I think with that modern twist on gang culture, on violence against women, and all of this sort of commentary on mental health was really hard hitting to watch, because they've made what is such a, you know, an old play relevant to today's world. And I think that's why I always love Shakespeare and come back to it, because it is so relevant. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. And it was really good to see a young audience as well. Like, it's nice to see that Shakespeare is hitting young people, and I think with that commentary going on throughout the play as well, like, it was really relevant for today's audience, today's youth as well. So yeah, really good turnout there. But I think it was so well acted, and with some modern phrases put in there and a modern plot, it made it a little bit more accessible, at least, even if the language was difficult to follow for someone who maybe hasn't studied Shakespeare like I have. But yeah, it was great. And that was the final show of the season. We literally watched the very last show, so I'd like to think that was like probably their best performance, because it was their last run, and I got to see Alfred Enoch up close. Oh my god, he ran up a ladder that was placed next to where I was standing. He was like running through the crowds at points as well. Like, it's very interactive theatre and immersive theatre, so like there were points where he was like jumping off the stage and running through the crowd, and he stood next to me, and I was like, oh my god, this is Alfred from How to Get Away with Murder. He's a really famous actor and he's standing right next to me, which was amazing. And oh, the masquerade ball scene was also a really big highlight, where they turned it into like a karaoke scene and like a house party vibe, which was just brilliant. It was so engaging and so fun to watch. So yeah, I can't rave about it enough. But that's the end of this vlog. I've talked for literally 5 minutes now, so I'm probably gonna have to cut this down. But yeah, I've had a really good weekend and now trying to catch up on sleep, and I better get back to work. So bye guys.